Hello, MoveEasy movers. Today is Saturday, April 23rd, or whatever day you're watching this video. So welcome to MoveEasy with Kathy. And thank you for putting me in the spotlight. Whoever did that, I forgot to do that. So we're going to go ahead and start in our usual manner. Static rest for 7 minutes.
Okay.
My chair ready. So legs up on chair or couch. You want to make sure, if you can, that you have a 90-degree at the hip and the knee. And let me go ahead and start my timer. 7 minutes. Okay, time is up. Now slowly move your head to the right and to the left. Just to loosen up that neck a little. Do this 2 or 3 times. Yes, I hear you. Okay, and then we're going to do vagus nerve reset. We all know how to do that. You keep your head stationary, facing forward, and then you just move your eyeballs to the right until you feel a sigh, a swallow, a gulp, or a yawn. And then once you do that, move your eyeballs back to center and then move them to the left for the same thing. So you move your eyeballs to the right. Once you feel that gulp, swallow, sigh, or yawn, move them back to center without moving your head, and then adjust your eyeballs to the left. Till you feel that gulp, swallow, sign, or yawn. And then do it 2 more times on each side without my cueing. We'll finish up. And we're going to do our breath work. So you can put your hands wherever you want to. I just want to put them on my rib cage. We're going to do Viloma breathing, which is 3 inhales and 1 exhale. So when you inhale, you take in about 1/3 of your lung capacity. Pause. Take another third. Pause. And then a full third. So your lungs are full. Pause. And then a normal exhale. So inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale all the way, pause, and then a normal exhale. So one more time, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, last inhale, pause, and exhale. All right. And now we're going to do our hyperpressives. So go ahead and get rid of your chair. You are going to need it later. But for right now, let's push it out of the way. We're going to start with a regular hyperpressive. So heels on the floor, feet are flexed, arms up, shoulders relaxed at the floor, arms up like you're hugging a tree. Then we flip our hands to face the ceiling. And in this position, we're going to take 3 inhales. And on the last 3 inhales and exhales. And on the last exhale, we'll just exhale all the air out of our lungs. And then I'll count to 15. So inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. This is the last one. Inhale. And then exhale all the air out of your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, arms come down. Exhale, feet come down. All right. Now we're going to do a bridge hyperpressive. We've all done this before. We start with our arms at our sides. And when we do that final exhale, we raise our hips and our arms go up above. And we hold this position for the count of 15. So feet flexed, arms at our sides. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, all the air out of your lungs, hips up, arms back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, hips come down. Exhale, arms come down. Okay. All right. Good job, guys. And we are going to stay in this position. Feet down, feet on the floor, legs, knees, hip width apart, shoulder width apart. We're going to do windshield wipers. Now you will need a block or a ball eventually, but right now we're just going to do regular windshield wipers. Don't have to go all the way down to the floor. We're just warming up here. So just back and forth a few times, maybe about halfway down. Just juicing up the hips a little. 4 or 5 times here. Now, we're going to take either a sponge ball or a block between our knees. So whichever one, if you're using the block, make sure you put it between like this, the narrow end. And we're going to do 4 or 5 of these with the block or the ball. This time you might want to go a little further. It's up to you. Make sure you're pressing, whatever it is, you're pressing the block or the ball between your knees. All right. Now, the third part of this is your legs are wider than your hips. And we're going to go all the way down if we can with our knees. So windshield wipers, bringing the leg as far down as you can. This time there's going to be a little bit of twist in your midsection. We're moving slowly though. You don't need to bring the knee all the way to the floor, just as far as you can. One more. Okay, and good job. Now, while we're here, let's just do a little bit of a quad stretch. Get your knee down as far as you can. It doesn't have to come to the floor. And if you want to support it with a brick, you can do that. That might feel better. And then put your opposite ankle on top of that. And feel that stretch. Let's hold here for just a few seconds. It's a nice little stretch in the hip. And then let's do the other side. So the leg goes down. You can rest it on a block or some washcloths. The opposite ankle goes on the knee, and just let that stretch happen. It's actually a quadricep stretch, front of the thighs. Okay, good job. Now let's come to a sitting position. We're going to do our side bends and our spine rotation. So cross-legged is probably best for this. So let me get my timer set up. So we're going to do our side bend with the lat stretch. Slide your hand along the mat. The upper hand goes up and over. Let me set my timer. Make sure you keep both hip bones on the floor. Should feel it right along the side here. Now lower your arm till it's parallel to the floor. You should feel that stretch going down your back, under your arm and down your back. Arm up, torso up. Okay, other side. Slide the arm along the mat. The upper arm comes up and over. Both hip bones on the floor. Just go as far as you can. Now lower your arm till it's parallel to the floor and feel that stretch go under your arm, up around your back. Okay, arm up, torso up. Good job. Now we're going to do our spine twist. Let's go ahead and switch our legs. Spine twist with spider fingers. So left hand on right knee. Right hand goes behind you, tip of the hand. And we rotate our upper spine. Now you can move your head back and forth, or you can move your rib cage back and forth. One or the other, or one and then the other, not both at the same time. Okay, slowly come around. We're going to do the other side. So right hand on left hip, left hand is a spider finger behind you. And again, just rotate. So your shoulders are facing this way, and your hips are facing this way. And again, you've got your options with your head, left and right, or your rib cage. All right, go ahead and come around. Good job. Good job. Now, we're going to be sitting in a chair and you are going to need your strap. So grab your strap. Give me a minute to set up here. Okay. You don't need to see my feet for this. So we are sitting in a chair in good posture. We have our strap in front of us. So what we want to do is hold on to it about shoulder width apart, straight ahead, and then lift it up. And then down. And then up. My shoulder has been very tight lately, so I wanted to do some shoulder stuff. So down and up. One more. Okay. So the next movement is going to be a little bit harder. You might want to go a little wider with the strap. So we're going to start with up and then go back. And then up. And this is where it gets awkward because when you go up, you got to reduce your strap length. And when you go back, oh, and this is what's hard on my shoulder. And then up. And then back. If you want, you can go down further, but this part here is what I've been trying to work on my shoulder. So up and then back. Okay, that's enough of that. And now we're going to do what's called shoulder flossing. So you take the strap in your right hand, put it behind you. The other strap in your left hand. And just up and down. It's like you're flossing your shoulder blades. Okay, and then we do the other side. This is where it's hard for me. So the strap's over your left shoulder, your left arm is holding onto it, your right arm is behind you, and you just go back and forth. This is something you can just adjust for yourself. Your hands can be closer together or further apart, whichever feels the best. I caught some of my hair. And just up and down. Turn to the side, you can see. Up and down. Okay. All right, good job. We're going to stay in our chair for just a minute. So we're sitting in our chair in good posture, and what we're going to do is we're going to rotate in the chair and make a twist. So what we'll do is we'll be turning to the right, keeping our hips forward and facing to our right. And we're going to hold that for 40 seconds. So to our right, 40 seconds. This is similar to the spine rotation we did on the floor. Again, you can move your head back and forth. I don't recommend moving your rib cage in this position. Okay, come around slowly. We're going to rotate to the left and hold it for another 40 seconds. And this is where my hurt shoulder comes in. You want to make sure you're sitting up as straight as possible when you rotate. Both feet are flat. You can't see my feet, but both feet are flat. Okay. Now the last in this triplet is, this is for you, Parvin. We're doing this sitting, the flat back hip hinge from knee to knee. So we go down, straight back, go down to the right knee, and then move over to the left knee, and then up. So if you want, you can have your hands behind you. You can have them at your hips, whichever is more comfortable, but make sure your back is straight. So go down to your left knee and across and then up. Let's do it again. Right knee, across, and then up. Down to the left, across, and then up. Down to the right, across, and then up. Down to the left, across, and then up. One more, down to the right, across, up, down to the left, All right, good job. Now, if you have trouble sitting on the floor and doing that, you can try that sitting in a chair like we just did. It makes it a lot easier. So now we're going to do our back bends at the wall. So I got to get set up for that. Just bear with me a second. Okay, so we have our back against the wall. We're going to raise our arms together and put our fingertips or our palms on the wall behind us. We're going to hold that for 40 seconds. Starting now. Okay, come on down. And we'll do our spine twist at the wall. Now, let me adjust this again. So our right side is to the wall. Right foot forward, left foot back. Elbows at our waist. Hands up. Rotate towards the wall and put your palms on the wall. 40 seconds. Okay. Slowly come out of that. We're going to rotate the other direction. Left side to the wall. Left foot forward. Right foot back. Elbows at your sides. Palms up. And rotate. Palms on the wall. 40 seconds. All right. 40 seconds is up. And the last thing we're going to do on this against the wall here is the clock. So I'm just going to adjust this so you can see my hands. Okay, so our arm is the clock hand. We're going to go around the clock. Right now it's at 9 o'clock. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and the other side, we're going to start at 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. This movement is very good for your shoulder. I try to do this on a regular basis. All righty. So let's go ahead and we're going to go back to the floor. Let me readjust here. I need a producer here to do all this stuff for me. Okay. So we're going to do some core work. We all love our core work. So on your back, we're going to do the leg, tabletop, and hover. Now I'm going to show you options. The movement is this: tabletop, hover, tabletop. If you have trouble with this, you can go tabletop one leg at a time. You can keep your feet on the floor and go out with your feet. You can do one leg at a time or both, just not do the hover. Another option would be just to raise the leg. So we have all kinds of options here. So we're going to do 2 reps of 10. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, very good. Let's take a quick break here. Oh. That type of exercise is very good for core and lower abs. If you're like me, you can feel it. I can feel it. Okay, let's go back. Now remember our options. We can do one leg at a time. We can keep our feet on the floor and just stretch out with our legs. Or we can just lift the legs. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting there. 8, 9, 10. All right, good job. You deserve a break. So a good way to rest is knees together, feet apart. That way you relax your thighs. So another thing I want to do while we're in this position, it's called dead bug or dead cockroach. So your legs are in the air and your arms are in the air. So basically you're just moving your arms and kicking your legs. If you can't kick your legs, you can just lift one leg at a time. But dead bug, dead cockroach. Just pretend you got attacked with a can of Raid. But this is actually a very good exercise. It also works the core. I guarantee you do this for 5 minutes a day, you're going to have a strong core. So there you go. Okay. So we're now going to roll over to prone and do our back extensions. So back extensions, you are face down on the mat. I like having a little bit of support on my forehead. Palms up. And we're going to do our, when we raise for our back extension, we're raising our head, our shoulders, and our arms. Now this may be difficult, and if it is, keep your head and shoulders down and just raise your arms. When you come up, you want to come up just far enough. If you start to feel it in your lower back, you've come up too far, you want to lower yourself. We'll be holding this position for 40 seconds and then coming back down. And then we'll be coming up again and doing an airplane and then coming back down. So go ahead, prone all the way down. Take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, come up. "40 seconds. If you need to come down sooner, that's fine. But we're holding this position for 40 seconds. If you can, come up a little bit higher, but like I said, if it hurts your lower back, don't do that. Stay where you are or come down a little bit lower. Nine seconds to go. Take a breath and come on down. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to do airplane, which means we'll come up like we did before, and then arms outstretched like an airplane, and then we'll come back down. So take an inhale, exhale, come up. Take another inhale, exhale, arms out like an airplane. Again, if you need to come back down, that's fine. Listen to your body. We're going to hold this a few more seconds. Take a deep inhale and come back down. Okay, good job. Now we're going to do the spine twist. So your arms are out in a T. And take my glasses off for this one. So we'll say that you're looking to your left. You're going to take your left leg and move it over. Your hip will come up. That's fine. You can do anything you want with this leg, as long as you keep both shoulders on the floor as close as possible. You can bend your knee, you can rotate your ankle, flex and point, wave it around, touch it to the ground or not, or just wave it in the air. Come on back. Okay, now the other side. So you're looking the other direction, and go ahead and raise that leg and play with it. We're going to do this for 40 seconds. All right. Okay, go ahead and get into a comfortable position for Yoga Nidra. Cover your eyes. Make sure that you are warm enough. I'm going to lead you through a 61-point guided meditation. You want to systematically move your attention through the internal points as I mention them. Allow your awareness to flow to the points without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, the center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Begin to wiggle and stretch. Stretch your legs out if they were bent. Stretch your arms out. Stretch one side and then the other. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Hold your right knee to your chest. Hold your left knee to your chest. Hold both knees to your chest and rock back and forth. Feel that massage on your lower back. And when you're ready, roll over towards the camera using your lower arm as a pillow. And take a minute and thank yourself for coming today. Thank yourselves for coming today. And when you're ready, come on up into a sitting position. I'm going to drop the spotlight and put myself on gallery. And unmute as well. So hands to our heart. Let's push our hands together. Feel some of that shoulder work we did. And then soften them. And remember, we are all lights in this world. And we are also all one light. So let's end the class by acknowledging everybody's light and saying namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Let me stop the recording.
Thank you.